The Bookworm's Journey, Stores to Sites. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the most learned Indian politician of his times. He got a PhD from London School of Economics and Columbia University and was a barrister at law from London. He was the Law Minister of India who wrote the Indian Constitution. He achieved it because his poor and old father always gave him books even by borrowing money. Dr. Ambedkar had more than 50,000 books. He is a shining example of how an untouchable child can excel himself against all odds in a lifetime. This is the power of books. From Tilak to Nehru, most freedom fighters spent their time in jail by reading and writing books. And hence, they wrote books like Gita Rahasya and Discovery of India. Nehru and Ambedkar used to visit the bookshops, mainly the Strand bookstall in Mumbai. This bookstall supplied very rare and imported books. Great scientist Vikram Sarabhai introduced a young Abdul Kalam to this bookstore. Abdul Kalam, as the president, was grateful when he awarded Padma Shri to the owner of this bookshop, Mr. T. N. Shanbag, in 2003. Hindi Grantha Karyalay, a century-old publishing book house in Mumbai, is another such example. Its founder Nathuram Premi published books of stalwarts like Mahavir Prasad Dwivedi and Ramchandra Verma. He also introduced Sharat Chandra, Tagore and Kanhaiya Lal Munshi to Hindi readers.
Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad of Baroda state established huge libraries in Baroda and also founded the Central Library in Banaras Hindu University. Maharaja Bhagwat Singh, king of a tiny state Gondal in Gujarat, himself wrote the first encyclopedia of Gujarati lexicon, Bhagavad Gomandal. Even industrialists in independent India loved books. Bharatiya Jnanpith was established by Sahu Shanti Prasad Jain and his wife Rama Rani Jain to award Indian authors and translate and publish their books. Most of you must have visited or seen a roadside bookstall like this. It was a common sight across India. However, first internet and then corona have changed this picture. Everyone uses Amazon, but very few know that it was started as an online bookstore in 1995. This was a turning point and a revolution in the history of books. In 2007, V.V.K. Chandra from Mehboob Nagar near Hyderabad wanted to buy John Wood's Leaving Microsoft to Change the World. He did not get it in any bookshop and mentioned that on his blog. An unknown guy, Sachin Bansal, commented on his blog that he can get the book for Rs 500. Chandra agreed and paid the advance. It was a tough time for Bansal to find the book, but after a long and painful search, he got the book and delivered it to Chandra. Thus, Chandra became the first customer of Flipkart, the online bookstore of India. In the last decade, the famous bookshops have died, and you no longer see the books piled on the roadside. However, the bookworm will never die. Sitting in a small town, you can order books online in your language or read them online on a Kindle. Even the Gujarati lexicon and the Marathi Jnankosh have gone online. The medium has changed, but not the love for books. There is a Sanskrit saying, Pustakastha toya vidya parahastagatam dhanam karyakale samutpanne na sa vidya na tadhanam. The knowledge which is residing in the book and one's wealth which is in possession of some other person is of no use at all. They are useful only when you have them in need. Keep reading, it always helps. Thank you.